But what I was saying, in the native nation, they don't like to do either. They bury the body and put a tree on top of it. And they can't have the body embalmed and all that. So but truthfully, you have to realize, what does it leave? You have a family. They're going to care about you. You want to have a cemetery where they have to go and put flowers on every day. You want to give them your ashes after they burn you. My mother asked to be put out in the ocean, and I put her on both sides of the world. So it's what a person desires. I'm not going to say any one of them is better than the other spiritually, because when you step out of the body's over. It's no longer yours. And they always say, earth, when you turn to dust, you go back to the earth. Your body does. No matter how you look at it.
Dust to dust.
Right. But as
if
far
they
as
kept their body, if they kept their soul in their body, they'd still be with us, I think is the saying.
See, if you go
so
back
how do we
in
keep
time,
our soul in our body if our body decays? And my daughter died from cancer and got buried, but it depressed me, even though I was a master. Tommy, even though I've died a couple of times, I still have emotional pain to go through. Remember I told you that the beings, like the gods, told me that I'd have to experience more pain than I'd ever experienced before. How do beings above tell people below you're going to have experienced pain? And then I didn't even care. I didn't know what pain of losing a husband or a parent or a child meant. These were lessons I had to learn.
Everybody gets a different lesson on that. Some people get married a week later. Some people get married 10 years later. Some people never get married again. So it's how we hold pain and how we get attached to it. When you leave your body, you can let go of all that pain. Now, the people around you might hold the pain, but you let go of it. So when a person dies, they stay near their body for a short period of time, and then they leave. Buddhists believe 40 days. I'd say an average soul sticks around the body for maybe less than a week, because when they want to be at the funeral, they want to see how many people come to see them. And my mother stayed there during the funeral, and then I know she left right after. So when we talk about that, souls hang on to the body. If souls are unaware completely, they could become a ghost or a spirit and just hang out here and not know where to go or what to do. Usually there are more serious problems with those kind of people that get stuck here as a spirit. I don't want to talk about that too much, but they do stay here, and they are real. But they're lost. They don't have a way to get out of here. The Ghost Whisperer was a cool show. I loved it. She was crossing the souls over all the time. I did it myself, so I know how real it is. So when you get involved with that, things change, reality that we perceive it. Now, I don't know how many things you want to talk together. I don't know how much time. We don't have forever to talk about it. If you want to talk about the 9 masters, which I call the 9 silent ones.
Well, we can maybe do that next week, because today we're sort of establishing a
Okay.
But we have also, we share a win-win way of life, but we have to know people, we're going to get through this with people all over the world with this peace and justice protest. Some are putting Black Lives Matter, and they're taking it that these men, I think a couple of them were mixed, that Tao looked Chinese or something, and I haven't done an investigation. But I did watch the videos online with George Floyd, and how, he just happened to be, they say sometimes this has been going on since civil rights back, and we had in 1964, and you and I lived through it because we're of those age, but a lot of the children today are even the middle age, the Z millennials and the Z. Maybe some of them don't know what we've lived through, but this is not new to us, folks. So the Vietnam War protests. So the baby boomers have lived through many things, and if things haven't changed, it has. But we're always going to have some type of prejudice on the planet. So we don't want to. But Tommy, we could talk about winning. We don't really want to look at color. We don't want to judge somebody because they have tattoos. We don't want to judge somebody because they're Armenian or Iranian or, Palestinian.
No, we don't.
All these things around the world. And the Ascension Church, Ohana, I'd like to establish, lets people know we don't want to judge people, but what is it about being in human form in our cultures? That we're going to say education is a big part of it, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, and well-being does do with what we learn, how we communicate with each other. And emotions may run high, but it's not smart to make logical choices when your emotions are running high with anger, but we may feel love, but there's truth in love too. So I've got here, we learn we can live and learn and love and leave a legacy for those who come after us, leave the world in a better place than when we found it or was born here. So we're doing our part to learn to not be alone and learn to share life in a community with friendship. Now, I'd like you to address Namgal and how you two, because we're all in the same, it's my choice, folks, to believe that those that I choose to have in my church, my Ohana church, my creation I build with Tommy and Namgal, is the fact that she is a Buddhist, and I believe a lot like that, but I also believe like the Hindi and reincarnation in India. But I was raised a Christian in America as a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. So I want to be all things in the world, Ascension, but not have it separate us. I want to preach unity and love and peace. So, Tommy, where do you stand on that? So,
all right.
Because we're live, learn, love, learn, and leave a legacy. But, you know, Namgal and you live together, but y'all aren't even of the same world religion, really, are you? I mean,
not at all. Not at all.
What I'm addressing is we all judge things, but we shouldn't, but we do. So even if we've been out of body and we know about life after death, or we've experienced life after life, however you want to get into that. So just being positive. My daughter said, Mom, please do positive. People all over the world are protesting. So let's talk something positive about you and Namgal.
Okay. There's a positive side to everything, and there's a negative side to everything. People don't want to look at the negative side. They just want to deal with the positive side. TJ, I got a double echo. What'd you do?
Oh, I'll put myself on mute.
Well, leave yourself open then. So what I was going to say is you learn to live with the people you can live with. Now, when you pick a mate, you pick a partner that you can work with and be with. You don't pick somebody that's walking down the street and say, I'm marrying you because you're walking down the street. So saying we all can get together, live together is a little bit further extension of the truth, because we can't live together because we don't live together. When we learn to live together, we have to respect each other and what we do. If somebody doesn't respect somebody else's agenda or what they do, you don't have to live with them, is what I try to tell people. You like you said it before, you bring people that you trust and want into your circle. If you don't like drinking, you don't go to a bar to make friends with everybody there. If you don't like smoking, you don't go to a smoking place. You don't go where things happen that you don't like to do. You don't go into a drug den if you don't want to do drugs. And you're not going to try to force all them to believe that they shouldn't be or they should. I mean, it's free will that they want to do it.
I don't smoke and drink, and neither do you or Namgal, but that doesn't make us any better. That's just who I choose to have in my Ohana.
I didn't say it makes us better. I didn't say it makes us better. I said it makes us...
Let me ask this person, this 830 person. 830, are you in New York? Are you in Texas? Where are you? Texas. Hello? Okay. Yeah. Do you smoke or drink? Because you're listening to us.
Yes, ma'am. Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I didn't hear the question. I apologize.
So
I get feedback. But Tommy, you talk to her. I'm getting feedback. But ask her about, she sees Ascension Church Ohana and what we can do to help her.
You want me to call you back, TJ? I don't know, because I'm getting a double echo now, too.
I apologize. I'm driving.
Oh, no, that's okay. But be safe. As long as you're not holding the phone in your hand.
No, I had you on Bluetooth, so that's probably why you can't hear me so well, and I'm having trouble hearing y'all.
Oh, okay.
There you go. You're clear now.
Do you have a question?
Actually, I just was tuning in to you guys. I have a lot of questions. I don't know what to start. I'm just listening to you guys.
Well, you're allowed to ask us too.
Okay. I don't know. You tell me what you feel is myself, or me calling y'all, the interviewers. I feel like I'm related to all the things that you're talking about.
And what's the question?
Well, I guess just maybe what you're sensing or you're feeling off of me, or like maybe like a sense of direction, or I think the first idea that you guys are talking about like the God.
TJ, did you hear that?
I can't hear.
I'm trying. Hold on. What was the question, Tommy? I can't hear her very good.
I barely hear it. It was something about the feelings of us. I don't know if they related to how she feels.
Yeah, she said she related to everything that we talked about before.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to put you on mute because I don't know why we're getting feedback. So
Okay. Now, can you hear me again, TJ?
Yeah. So thank you, people, for calling in. And I guess, Tommy, what we're going to have to do is decide on topics on Sundays and, put some of them up here that we grow our church, because people are like us. Either they've lived already, or they know their soul, or they have a deeper awakening, or they're part of the Ascension age. But we've been doing this 8 years, so we have a following. And soul, unity, love, peace. But like my daughter said, Angela, Mom, please talk about positive, because you and Tommy sometimes get too dark on talking about the bad things. And I'm like, okay, baby, we'll stick with the positive. So let's stick with the positive to build our church, Tommy. But we don't smoke or drink, folks. And Tommy, you want to go on why we don't harm our bodies and the stimulants? I mean, people love to be stimulated, but healthy. It's just good.
See, even that you can't judge. You can't judge it.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what they do.
No, if a person does, if certain people do drugs, sometimes it is for pain and medicine reasons. But marijuana in itself, I think, is a harmless drug to the human race. It only mellows a person out. Where more people, and I tried to pull up the numbers and see what percentage of the planet drink, what percentage of children drink, and every number is extremely high. Now, drinking does still the feelings, but it also doesn't allow the feelings to come through either. More people get angry and frustrated and different situations when they drink, where if you're smoking marijuana, you're more mellow, peaceful. People don't die from smoking marijuana. People die by drinking. So is there a judgment on that? To me, there is. When a person's drunk and driving, it's a dangerous thing on the road. When they're in a family and they get angry when they get drunk, they hurt people. So, yeah, there's a difference between smoking. People, when they smoke, don't get angry, don't hurt people, and they're a lot more friendlier. So should you be judgmental? Well, they can do what they want, but they don't have to be around me to do it. So when you go into a club or something like that, everybody there is drinking. So you're going into a place where everybody's drinking to be relaxed, to have fun, to party. Now, there's a reason that some people do drugs. Ayahuasca is done to get out of the body, to have an experience. So I don't condemn that, but you need to be with somebody that can watch you and protect you while you're going through it, because your body reacts totally crazy. Mushrooms as well, and then peyote. So it's different for different people.
Okay.
I wouldn't say
you told people they could question, so all of a sudden the people that were listening blew up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All of a sudden now you told people they could call in and ask questions, so now the board's blown up. But let me get this person in Connecticut. 203, because I do it like my psychic readings because we're under spirituality. 203, have you got a question? Hopefully for Tommy.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call, and yes, I do. And I guess I called in on the right time. because I like to use marijuana.